Today we will be learning about machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence that provides systems the ability to automatically learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning focuses on the development of computer programs that can access data and use it to learn for themselves. The process of learning begins with observations or data, such as examples, direct experience, or instruction. In order to look for patterns in data and make better decisions in the future based on the examples that we provide, the primary aim is to allow the computers learn automatically without human intervention or assistance and adjust actions accordingly. But using the classic algorithms of machine learning, text is considered as a sequence of keywords. Instead, an approach based on semantic analysis mimics the human ability to understand the meaning of a text. Getting started with machine learning, types of machine learning and problems. On basis of the nature of the learning, signal or feedback available to a learning system. Supervised learning. Computer is presented with example inputs and their desired outputs given by a teacher. And the goal is to learn a general rule that maps inputs to outputs. The training process continues until the model achieves the desired level of accuracy on the training data. Some real life examples are image classification. You can train with images or labels. Then in the future you give a new image expecting that the computer will recognize the new object. Market prediction. You can train the computer with historical market data and ask the computer to predict the new price in the future. Unsupervised learning. No labels are given to the learning algorithm, leaving it on its own to find structure in its input. It is used for clustering population in different groups. Unsupervised learning can be a goal itself, discovering hidden patterns in data. Clustering. You ask the computer to separate similar data into clusters. This is essential in research and science. High dimension visualization. Use the computer to help us visualize high dimension data. Generative models. After a model captures the probability distribution of your input data, it will be able to generate more data. This can be useful to make your classifier more robust. As you can see clearly, the data in supervised learning is labeled, whereas data in unsupervised learning is unlabeled. Semi-supervised learning. Problems where you have a large amount of input data and only some of the data is labeled are called semi-supervised learning problems. These problems sit in between both supervised and unsupervised learning. For example, a photo archive, a, a photo archive where only some of the images are labeled. Example, cat, dog, cat, person, and the majority are unable. Reinforcement learning. A computer program interacts with a dynamic environment in which it must perform a certain goal, such as driving a vehicle or playing a game against an opponent. The program is provided feedback in terms of rewards and punishments as it navigates its problem space. On the basis of output desired from a machine learned system. Class- Classification. Inputs are divided into two or more classes, and learners must produce a model that assigns unseen inputs to one or more. Multi-label classification of these classes. This is typically tackled in a supervised way. Spam filtering is an example of classification where the input are email or other messages and the classes are spam and not spam. Regression. It is also a supervised learning problem, but the outputs are continuous rather than discrete. For example, predicting the stock prices using historical data. An example of classification and regression on two different data sets is shown below. Clustering. Here, a set of inputs is to be divided into two groups. Unlike in classification, the groups are not known beforehand, making this typically an unsupervised task. As you can see in the example below, the given dataset points have been divided into groups, identifiable by the colors red, green, and blue. Density estimation. The task is to find the distribution of inputs in some space. Dimensionality reduction. It simplifies inputs by mapping them into a lower dimensional space. Topic modeling is a related program where a program is given a list of human language documents and is asked to find out which documents cover similar topics. On the basis of these machine learning tasks or problems, we have a number of algorithms which are used to accomplish these tasks. Some commonly used machine learning algorithms are linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, SVM, naive Bayes, KNN, K-means, random forest, etc. Machine learning and artificial intelligence combined. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are creating a huge buzz worldwide. The plethora of applications in artificial intelligence have changed the face of technology. These terms, machine learning and artificial intelligence, are often used interchangeably. However, there is a stark difference between the two that is still unknown to the industry professionals. Let's start by taking an example of virtual personal assistants, which have been familiar to most of us from quite some time. Working of virtual personal assistants, Siri, Google Now, Cortana, are intelligent digital personal assistants on the platforms like iOS, Android, and Windows, respectively. To put it plainly, they help us to find relevant information which requested using voice, when requested using voice. For instance, for answering queries like what's the temperature today or what is the way to the nearest supermarket, etc. And the assistant will react by searching information, transferring the information from the phone, or sending commands to various other applications. AI is critical in these applications as they gather data on the user's request and utilize that data to perceive speech in a better manner and serve the user with answers that are customized to his inclination. Microsoft says that Cortana consistently finds out about the user and that it will help in help to build up the capacity to anticipate users' needs and cater to them. Virtual assistants process a tremendous measure of information from an assortment of sources to find out about users and be more compelling. In helping them arrange and track their data, machine learning is a vital part of these personal assistants as they gather and refine the data based on users' past participation with them. Thereon, this arrangement of information is used to render results that are custom made to users' inclinations. Roughly speaking, artificial intelligence is when a computer algorithm does intelligent work. On the other hand, machine learning is a part of AI that learns from the data and also involves the information gathered from the previous experiences and allows the computer program to change its behavior. Accordingly, artificial intelligence is the superset of machine learning. Example, all the machine learning is artificial intelligence, but not all the AI is machine learning. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence. AI manages more comprehensive issues of automating a system. This computerization should be possible by utilizing any field such as image processing, cognitive science, neural systems, machine learning, etc. Machine learning, ML, manages influencing users machine to gain from external environment. This external environment can be sensors, electronic segments, external storage gadgets, and numerous other devices. What ML does depends on the user input or a query requested by the client. The framework checks whether it is available in the knowledge base or not. If it is available, it will restore the outcome to the user related with the query. However, if it isn't stored initially, the machine will take in the user input and will enhance its own knowledge base to give a better value to the user's end. AI manages the making of machines, frameworks, and different gadgets savvy by enabling them to think and do errands as all people generally do. Future scope. Artificial intelligence is here to stay and is not going anywhere. It digs out the facts from algorithms for a meaningful execution of various decisions and goals predetermined by a firm. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are likely to replace the current modes of technology that we see these days. For example, traditional programming packages like ERP and CRM are certainly losing their charm. Firms like Facebook, Google are investing a hefty amount in AI to get the desired outcome at a relatively lower computational time. Artificial intelligence is something that is not going to redefine the world of software and IT in the near future. That is going to redefine the world. Everything will be changed in the next 30 years. That's what I heard on some website. Artificial intelligence versus machine learning versus deep learning. Nowadays, many misconceptions are there related to the words machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. Most of the people think all these things are same whenever they hear the word AI. They directly relate the word to machine learning or vice versa. Well, yes, these things are related to each other, but not the same. Let's see how. Machine learning. Before talking about machine learning, let's talk about another concept that is called data mining. Data mining is a technique of examining large pre-existing database and extracting new information from the database. It is easy to understand. Right. Machine learning does the same, in fact. Machine learning is a type of data mining technique. Here's a base definition of machine learning. Machine learning is a technique of parsing data, learning from the data then apply what they have learned to make an informed decision. Nowadays, many of big companies use machine learning to give their users a better experience. Some of these examples are Amazon using machine learning to give better product choice recommendations to the customers based on their preferences. Netflix uses machine learning to give better suggestions of their users of the TV series or movie or shows that they would like to watch. Deep learning. Deep learning is actually a subset of machine learning. It is technically it technically is machine learning and functions the same way, but it has different capabilities. The main difference between deep learning and machine learning is machine learning models become better progressively, but the model still needs some guidance. If a machine learning model returns an inaccurate prediction, then the programmer needs to fix that problem explicitly. But in the case of deep learning, the model does it by himself. Automatic car driving system is a good example of deep learning. Let's take an example to understand both machine learning and deep learning. Suppose we have a flashlight and we teach a machine learning model that whenever someone says dark, the flashlight should be on. Now, the machine learning model will analyze different phrases said by people and it will search for the word dark. And as the word comes, the flashlight will be on. But what if someone said, I am not able to see anything, the light is very dim? Here, the user wants the flashlight to be on, but the sentence does not have the word dark, so the flashlight will not be on. That's where deep learning is different from machine learning. If it were a deep learning model, it would on the flashlight. A deep learning model is able to learn from its own method of computing. Artificial intelligence. Now, if we talk about AI, it is completely different thing from machine learning and deep learning. Actually, deep learning and machine learning are both the subsets of AI. There is no fixed definition for AI. You will find a different definition everywhere. But here is a definition that will give you the idea of what AI is. AI is the ability of computer program to function like a human brain. Human brain. AI means to actually replicate a human brain, the way a human brain thinks, works, and functions. The truth is, we are not able to establish a proper AI till now, but we are very close to establish it. One of the examples of AI is Sophia, the most advanced AI model present today. The reason we are not able to establish proper AI till now is we don't know many aspects of human brain till now, like why do we dream, etc. Why people relate machine learning and deep learning with artificial intelligence. Machine learning and deep learning is a way of achieving AI, which means by the use of machine learning and deep learning, we may be able to achieve AI in the future. But it is not AI. Machine learning applications. Applying multinomial naive Bayes to NLP problems. Image compression using k-means clustering. Deep learning. Image caption generation using the Avengers Endgame's characters. How does Google use machine learning? How does NASA use machine learning? By mind-blowing ways, Facebook uses machine learning. Targeted advising using machine learning. How machine learning is used by famous companies. Thank you. See you next week.